Look, here's what the statement from that translation, and I'm pulling it directly from what they say, that this state of glory, say state of glory.
State of glory.
It's a state of glory.
Yes.
This, what he's called this day, the day represents a new age, which is now called a state of glory. State, not like Louisiana, but state meaning existence, in metaphor language, a place of existence, state of being, state of mind. So he calls the day now here a state of glory through which you can enter. If you stretch out your hands. And I understood from this right here why the Spirit also tell them they under arrest. Lift their hands up. I didn't see it then, but the word came that you're under house arrest. Lift your hands up to God. You're in his custody. And so now, here it is. You're the state of glory. The state of glory. Look what he says. Is permanent and accessible only by faith. So for those who understand what time it is and what has dawned upon them, if you stretch out your hands toward God, he will cause you to enter a state of permanent glory that is accessible only by faith. Thank you, Jesus. And through the Spirit. So the rest of the world will be in darkness while you're standing next to them in light. Enlightened as to what has come upon them. Job is talking about what Paul is writing about thousands of years later. There is a state of glory that God is going to usher in. Now let me say this right quick. It's not my message. This state of glory, you know when we quote scriptures like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay, we quote that all the time, right? Okay, but that's not for just everyday ordinary. Come on. This is talking about those who are in that state of glory. No weapon will form against me in that place. Now, in this place, weapons are formed against us that prosper all the time. But in this state of glory, hallelujah, nothing formed against you can prosper in that state of glory. So it's talking about people who have arrived, who are coming to a certain light and knowledge of truth. A lot of times we don't make the scriptures contingent to a certain premises and basis it is, and so we use it loosely, and people are like, oh, man, I'm going through. A lot of those scriptures are connected and contingent upon, predicated upon something else. And so what I'm talking about, scriptures like that are predicated upon this right here, state of glory. I'm going to give you another one that we have trouble with. And John says, the people that are in God, in Christ, cannot sin. We've always struggled with that. Because yes, in this state of glory, you cannot. Sin cannot enter that state of glory. You yourself, maybe. We're always, because he said, we always have this going on in our bodies, whatever. But in the state of glory, because that's a permanent state of glory that we enter into. Thank you, Jesus. That we live and operate in. And so there's a disconnect between what I'm doing in body and all this right here and what goes on in the state. It's talking about a certain state of existence, glory. Day represents that. Day comes, darkness can't comprehend it, which represents sin. You can't enter that. And so it helps us to explain some of what we have trouble with. But you got people talking about, I'm sinless and all that kind of stuff, and anybody look at you like a fool, because we know all of us got it. But you can say that if you predicate it upon certain scriptural knowledge, that you understand what it's saying. All right, let me go, because I don't want to get too deep and shatter your brain this morning. It's early, so I got to be aware of what time it is. Look at what Proverbs 4 said. I'm going to give you a few scriptures on that. But the path of the just is like the shining sun. Let's talk about that. The state of glory. So the path of the just is like the shining sun that shines, look what it says, ever brighter until the perfect day. It means transition on out of here. The path of the just. All right, let's go on more scriptures. Matthew 7, what it says, for peace. And I've been teaching this for years because I'm talking about a state of glory. Day represents now something that has dawned upon us, a new state of glory, perfection, knowledge, so forth, so on. Look what he says. Enter by the narrow gate. This is Jesus. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. There are many who go in by it. Look like a whole bunch of folks gonna be lost, right? But narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life. And there are few who find it. Looks like a whole bunch of folk going to hell. Yet in Revelation, it says, John said, I looked and saw a number that no man can number, of every people, creed, language, and all, who had been washed in the blood of the Lamb, had their robe white, and it was a number that could not be numbered, from every tribe of the nation. So it cannot be a whole bunch of folk going to hell. When John said, I saw people that couldn't be numbered going on in, who had been washed. And the scripture said, who came out of hard trials, that's the evil age, and great tribulation, but have been perfected by the blood of Jesus. And they came from every creed, from every tongue, going on in the glory. What is he talking about then when Jesus made that statement? I've been teaching for years now. What he's talking about, narrow is the way that leads to life. He's talking about there is a path to a fuller or greater life of a higher dimension in the earth. But very few people will discover what that path is. That's why Job said, if you stretch out your hands, thank you, you gotta give yourself to this. While Paul says, wake up, something has dawned upon us. Job says, stretch out your hand, you will be brighter than the noonday. So Jesus teaches here, same thing, that there is another dimension here in the earth. A path to a fuller, greater life of a higher dimension in the earth. But very few people will discover. Now we understand why Paul said, wake up. Wake up. Something has arisen. Something has arrived that you are asleep to. A glory has come upon us. A state of glory. A state of righteousness that we can by faith through the Spirit operate and live in, even in the earth realm. We can experience a glory from God. The miraculous. I'm going to prove it some more. There's some more scriptures I'm going to give to open this up. So John 10:10, Jesus picks it up again. I've come that you have life. These are scriptures that we know. I like to use the ones that we know all the time. That they may have it more what? Abundantly. All right. Let's go to the chorizo, Greek word here, translated. Bountiful. Overflowing. Rich. Now we love to touch on that part. I come that you may have a rich life. Because you're only thinking about the houses and the land. And that's okay. But we key in on the richness of the physical. Let's see what it said. Bountiful, overflowing, rich. Look what he says now. Uh-oh, here it goes. I come that you may have a super life. That's the day, what Paul used. That's the state of glory. That's what Job calls the noonday. Abundant. I come that you may enter in to this state of glory in the earth and have peace, even in the midst of your storm. My spirit is at peace. Going through a whole bunch of stuff, but my spirit is not disturbed by what I'm going through. Why? Because my spirit has entered this state of glory where you can't mess with my spirit. Paul said, cast down, but not in this flesh. He said, my body has been bruised.
Yes.
I bear in my body the marks of the Lord. Yet Paul says, I count all of that as nothing. Gladly will I endure persecution, affliction for the sake of the cross, that by these things I may win many to Christ. This is nothing to me. He's speaking from a state of glory that he's tapped in. Stephen being stoned to death, while people were throwing stones, looked up and saw Jesus standing on the right side of the Father. Hallelujah. And said the same word. Don't even lay this to their charge. Receive my spirit.
Yes.
He's from a state of glory. Look what he says here in abundance. A super life. Say that with me. A super life.
A super life.
Thank you. I'll say it again. A super life.
A super life.
Now, this ain't talking about just super rich in the natural. It's super rich in the spirit. Because much of your problem ain't a natural problem. It's a spiritual problem.
What?
Or a mental problem. It's like, you know. If I go... Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone. No. Listen, you know y'all got mental problems. Y'all believe stuff that's crazy. I'm talking about the miraculous now. Yeah, that's all important. That ain't my message today. If I get in that spirit, turn the world upside down. But he said it's a super life. Look, super here means above average, which means above the natural. Look at what Jesus is trying to communicate. I've come that your life will not just be above average, but above the natural. A super life. Not just in the physical, but in the spirit. Because I'm operating with a certain knowledge and wisdom and glory. I'm in the light. I'm not in darkness. I'm ahead of time. Above the natural, superior, beyond measure, excessive, which means extraordinary. Look at what Jesus said when we translate it. That's the state of glory. A life that is a super life, above the natural, superior to anything else that we know in the earth realm, and excessive meaning extraordinary. So what I mean, when other people can't see their way, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because their faith rests in what they can see. Because we are children of light.
Come on.
I can see further than their situation.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus. I can look past what I mean. So faith is another definition. It's the ability to do just that. To look past where you are. And to look into the window of eternity and see that if you just hold on, if you just hold on, God is going to bring you through it. And how does he give you assurance? I'm going to let you see what you look like before you get out of what you in. So my faith is what I look like when I come out, not what I look like when I'm going in. Going through. And you see that? But you got to be in a certain place to see that. If you're down here in darkness, you can't see it. But if you get into the light